Good morning, Primary 3. Welcome back to my session with me, Miss Tere. Today we'll learn about subtraction. Before, you have learned about simple subtraction. It means that you will subtract, you do subtraction without regrouping anything. And now, we're going to learn about how to regroup it in ones, tens, and hundreds. Don't forget, the concept it is still similar with what you have in the previous grades, but your number will be bigger. So subtraction with grouping in ones, tens, and hundreds. There were 1,531 people at the parade. 398 of them were children. How many adults were there? So people, we know that people will be based on the children. It is based on the age, right? So we will have adults and children. And they're all 1,531 for the people. It means that for all. And 398 of them are children. So this one is 398. And then the question is asking you, how many for adults? How many adults were there? Now, as you can see, we need our skill of subtraction. But subtract what? Look at. From here to here, for all of this is 1,531. And the children is this small, 398. After that, the adults, how many? Look at the adults. Is adult shorter than all? Yes. If the adults is shorter than all or the whole means that we're going to use subtraction for finding the adults. 1,531 minus 398. Minus it as usual. Now, from the ones, 1 minus 8. Cannot, right? It is not enough. So what should we do? We will borrow 1/10 from 3. So, we will have 1/10 and 1 ones will be 11. And then these 3/10, because we have borrowed 1/10, it will be 2/10. So 11 minus 8, enough, right? 11 minus 8 equals 3. And then 2/10 minus 9/10, is it enough? No, because it is not enough. We're going to need 100. So we will borrow 100 from 100, so it will be 12/10. 100 and 2/10. So this 500 will be 4/10. 100 and 2/10 or 12/10 minus 9/10 equals 3/10. Okay? After that, 4 minus 3, 400 minus 300 equals 100. And then there is 1,000, 1,000. So how many adults were there? So there were 1,133 adults in the parade. Now please look at your textbook page 16, number 2A, because we're going to discuss it. Find the difference between 82 and 2,520. Like I said before in the previous meeting, you gotta find out the bigger numbers. The bigger numbers will be on the top. Now, I believe that all of you said, yes, I know this, I know this. Yes, of course. But the difference is your number will be bigger. So that's it. 8 minus 2 cannot, right? So what we gotta do? Borrow 1/10 from 10s. So we will have 1/10 and 0 ones, which make 10. And 2/10 minus 1/10 equals 1/10. Now what we have 10 ones minus 2 ones equals 8 ones. And this 1/10 minus 8/10, can it be? Cannot. So if it cannot, what we gotta do? We gotta borrow from 100. So 500 minus 100, that's it. 11 or 11/10 or 101/10 minus 8/10 equals 3/10. And 5 goes down, 2 goes down. So the difference between 82 and 2,520 is 2,438. Find the difference between 5,735 and 96. Nah, ya kan? You get it, right? So 5 ones minus 6 ones cannot. Because it is cannot, we gotta borrow from 1/10. We gotta borrow 1/10 from 3/10. So 3/10 borrow 1 become 2/10. And 1/10, 5 ones or 15 minus 6, 9. 2/10 minus 9/10 can it be or not? Because it is cannot. You gotta borrow from 100. You gotta borrow 100 from 700. That's it. Now what we have 102/10 or 12/10 minus 9/10 equals 3/10, 6, 5. So the difference between 5,738 and 96 is 5,639. I will give you 10 seconds to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the answer is 7,124. Look at here. 3 cannot be subtracted with 9. That's why we need to borrow 1/10 from 1/10 will be 13, and then this 1/10 becomes 0. Because 0 cannot minus with 8, we gotta borrow 100 from 600. So 100 and 0/10 minus 8/10 equals 2/10. 500 minus 400 equals 107. Goes down. 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the answer will be the answer is 9,059. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 0 minus 2 cannot or no? Can or no? Cannot, because it's cannot. We gotta borrow 1/10 from 4. That's it. Now 10 minus 2 equals 8. 3 minus 8 can or not? Cannot. That's why we gotta borrow 100 from 500. So 103/10 or 13/10 minus 8/10 equals 5/10. 400 minus 100 equal 300, and 3,000 minus 1,000 equals 2,000. So the answer is 2,358. Seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So 2 minus 8 cannot borrow 1. So 1/10 there becomes 0/10, and 1/10 2 ones minus 8 ones equals 4 ones. 0 minus 1 or 0/10 minus 1 cannot. We need to borrow 100. So 100 or 10/10 minus 1/10 equals 9 and 6 and there. So the answer is 3,294. Any question? I believe that you do not have any question, but make sure you have answered it correctly. And if you have any question regarding to this lesson, subtraction with regrouping, you may leave your questions in the comment section, or you may ask me through at model DM. Now this one, I want to discuss this one. 57, number 9. There are two numbers. The greater number is 2,731. The greater number is, this number is 842 more than the smaller number. So what is the smaller number? How can we find it? It means that we gotta do minus. So 1 minus 2 cannot borrow 1. 2 minus 4 cannot borrow 1. 12 minus 4, 8. 6 minus 8 cannot borrow 1. 8, 1. So the smaller number will be 1889. 10. There are two numbers. The greater number is 3839. The difference between two numbers is 1398. What is the smaller number? Now, actually the question will be like this, yeah? And then we need to find out this smaller number. But what can we do? In the previous videos, I have told you how to do this with number bonds, and we will have like this. So 9 minus 8, 1. Okay, 9 minus 8, 1. So these 3 cannot write. Okay, 4, 7 minus 3, 4, 3 minus 1, 2. So the smaller number will be 2441. Now, minus it with a 0. 1 minus 7 equals, cannot write, but we gotta borrow from this 0. But this 0 has nothing. So this 0 must borrow from this 0. But this 0 has nothing as well. So this 0 gotta borrow from 9. So this 0 borrow 100 will be 10. And this 9 will be 8. Now, get back. This 1 can borrow from this 0? Cannot. This 0 can borrow from this 10 or no? Yes. So, borrow 1, it will be that one. Now, this is not 0 anymore. This is 10. So, can this 1 borrow 1 from this 10? Yes, it will be 1 tens and 1 ones. Okay? Now, can we do it? Yes. 11 minus 7, 4. 9 minus 5, 4. 9 minus 5, 4. And 8 minus 5, 3. So, the answer for 14I, don't forget, workbook page 58, 3344. How about J? That's it. If you can do this in mental subtraction, that is really good. But for those who cannot, we can learn from here. 0 minus 1 can or not? Cannot, must borrow from the 0. But the 0 also needs to borrow something from the 0. Now, the 0 can borrow from 7 or no? Yes, can. So borrow 1 from 7 and 7 will be 6. Now get back. This 0 can borrow from the 0 or no? Cannot. So borrow this 0 can borrow from this 10 or no? Yes. So if can, borrow 1 there. Right? Now this 0 can borrow from this 10 or no? Yes, that's right. That's it. So this 10 now become 10. 1. So 10 minus 9 equals 1. 9 minus 9 equals 0. 9 minus 9, 0. 6 minus 1, 5. So the answer is 5001. So that's all for today. Don't forget to practice your subtraction. This is the addition, subtraction skill by doing workbook page 16, number 14, E, F, G, and H will be discussed on the next Zoom meeting 13 August on Thursday. So that's all for today. We have learned about subtraction with regrouping in ones, tens, and hundreds. Don't forget to study, and God bless you, Primary 3.